This week, I figured we'd take a break from doing the posing, the what you do when you're in front of the camera, and talk about a different what. After you've decided that you wish to have photography done, the next question, of course, is what do you want out of that photo session? Now, it's more than just standing in front of a photographer. For example, I have a hair and makeup person who will sit with you and get you set up before the shoot. And then there's the experience of the shoot itself. But taking those pieces aside and dealing with just the end result, and I don't mean are we going to do a book? Are we going to do a large print? What is it that you want out of the session? When everything's done, what is it that you hope you have at the end? Now, I've heard some women find a boudoir session to be empowering, and so they get a feeling of empowerment after they've gotten all the work back, and something they can look at in the album later on. And of course, if you're a bodybuilder, you have that sense of accomplishment of nailing those poses and getting everything done the way you wanted to. Win or lose, I mean, it's a different spot completely with that, because you're talking about just being able to pull off the posing and the competition itself. And of course, there's always that getting over any kind of fear or hesitation you have and actually posing. You've got that achievement as well. But before you have your session, actually right after you think about why you want to have a session, I think the next important thing to think of is, what do you want to get out of that session? What is important to you? And the reason I say it's important to do this question is it will help frame your conversations with the photographer. It'll help you have an understanding of what you're looking for, so that when you talk to the photographer, you guys can come to an idea of what's going to happen. It also will be great for the photographer to set up that plan, to get the ideas together, knowing what you want out of it, and set them up. For example, I had a friend who was interested in having photographs done in silhouette. She was pregnant at the time, and she loved those silhouette type photographs. Now, what do I mean by a silhouette type? It wasn't just her on darkened down on a black or on a white background. It was her in a sheer material, kind of like a veil over her body, but shot in such a way that the background was emphasized more than she was. So she'd still be visible, not completely blacked out, but not as bright as the surroundings. And that was what she was looking for a maternity shot. So going through and having an idea of what you want, you don't have to be specific about it. Your photographer can help you figure out what is the best thing that you want to get and provide you with ideas that you can then talk about and see what you like and what you don't like about the individual ideas to make that customized session. And this is where I always talk about customized session. I always wanted to make sure that the sessions are what the person wants and not just some cookie cutter thing that goes through and takes care of whatever. So that's what I got for you this week. I think it's very important that everybody get out of their session exactly what they want out of it. And I'll talk to you guys next time.